Morning. What a day. Fantastic to see so many farmers out in Caerfyrddin yesterday come out of the mat. Farmers are the last people to go out and demonstrate. I've said this a few times. You know, they've got animals to watch after and they've got crops to tend to. So it takes a lot for the farmers to go out and to show that there's something radically wrong within the industry. And the problem is Welsh Government's draconian rules. We know, these three major problems we have, which is SFS, which is the so-called sustainable farming scheme. We've got the MVZs, which are again will not look workable for a lot of farming families who will need to invest hundreds of thousands into storing more slurry and more manure. And number three is TB, and TB is absolutely wiping out thousands of cattle every single week, and it's putting so much pressure, mentally, emotionally, financially on farmers. And we know that wildlife are the major problem there, and we know that we have the scientific evidence that it's worked by bringing down the numbers in England, and not just work to reduce the number of TB, but hedgehogs are back, ground nesting birds are back, and as well bumblebees are back. These are all scientific evidence to show that the reduction in the big mammal, the apex predator, the badger, works. No so-called wildlife expert will bring you out on that, or so-called conservationists, no, because they don't believe in a cull, and they'd rather see other wildlife and farmers and animals suffer. Now I'm gonna bring back how this is going to affect every single person, across Europe. Look at all the farmers that are out now protesting, and it's all to do with food production. Now, if your food that we produce is subsidised, it's subsidised so that food can be affordable. If you take away that subsidy and that intensity of how we farm, then food has to be more expensive. And I mean, not twice, it could be 3 times as much. So this is going to affect every single household, and especially at the moment, money's tight for everyone. Money is tight, and we know there is a lot of people out there that are struggling, not just farmers, but across the board. We've seen so many jobs gone in Tata, and we're seeing people, struggling to find work. It's not an easy time. So the first thing that you want to protect is your food, and keep it affordable. So this will affect every single one jack of us across the board. Either food will go a lot more expensive, or they might try and force people to eat glute from, our multinational corporations. That will be up to the individual, and that will be up to the general public. So please, 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 I am begging people to get behind the farmers' protests. Tell your AM, tell your MP that we need to be supporting British agriculture, and we need food security in this country. Please share this video wherever you can, and I really appreciate how much support we've had across the board on social media. It is beginning to hit mainstream media now. I was on the BBC last night, but they haven't seen anything yet from the farmers. This is just a tip of the iceberg. We will be showing our strength, but we'll be doing it peacefully, respectfully, and with the support of you, the general public. Diolch yn fawr iawn am wrando. Thank you very much for listening. And no farmers, no food. Keep supporting British agriculture.